What is up, guys? My name is Coach Technique. Welcome to Asian Football, where I look, review, react, let you know about what's happening in Asia. Let's go. I'm hoping to see some good stuff. Oh, and by the way, I've watched a couple of India's games and I haven't seen them lose. This will be interesting against a tougher team. See that? That's good. Chinese guy put the ball in a very dangerous area with power. If the striker was on the end of that, it's lights out. Already one thing I've already noticed, the Chinese team and the other teams that the Indians play, much more powerful, faster to react, and they're more alert. So it's not going to be easy to score past China for India, I don't think. And I see that the goalkeeper is pretty strong. Resorting to long balls after 10 minutes isn't the best. Okay, you see, this is a chance that he shouldn't miss. There's going to be someone coming to the far post, and it's interesting to see actually how fast the guy in midfield is running, whether he would have made it to inside the box. But you should definitely have that on target. Definitely. It's inexcusable, in fact. Look at this. Time and space. He could pass it back. The left wing or the central midfielder would have definitely got into the box. That's no composure. That's like one of the first time I've seen the Indian player with no composure. Good goalkeeping. I mean, standard, but you know, still had to be alert. I like what the player did. He forced the player to play it fast. When the ball comes out of the box, you want your players to confront the person with the ball. You don't want them time to think about a good pass. You want them to panic pass. That was a pretty good pass, but at the end of the day, there was no speed on that ball. So it's pretty easy for the goalkeeper at the end of the day, right? So, see? Good goalkeeper by China. Composure. Okay, I'm telling you this now. I try to teach my team to press. This is a trigger. The Indian coach should be telling your players this. He's got his back to goal, which means he's not as composed. The striker, the far end striker, should be moving towards the centre back to block any passes, and the other striker on the left should be running towards him to press now. That's too much time on the ball. That wasn't a very good free kick. Like, I'd play percentage. Like, the chance of you scoring from there, honestly, with a good goalkeeper is not good. You're not Ronaldo. You never know, they might be, but that's definitely not what you should be doing. Power, pace, strength. This guy can shoot. That was a good shot. Silky football. I like it. Could have put it away, but doesn't matter. He got the opportunity. But you see that? By putting pressure on the ball, the Indian player couldn't just hit it where he wants to. Pressure is the most important thing. You have to nullify pressure, and you have to pressure to the person trying to do what they want. You can't allow them. You have to always run. Make sure that you close people down. Make sure that when they're trying to pressure you, you have to get away. So both attack and defense, pressure is very important. China, very lucky. Very lucky. Okay, that wasn't great. Keep the ball on the floor. Look at that, right? Okay, stop. I don't know if China are tired, but the ball can be passed in this area here, this area, Now, I don't know why he lofted the ball out. There was an angle down the right hand side of the right back, or he could just pass it to feet, to the guy that's just there. That's just not great. That's the worst option out of all the options, and that's very rare because I've never seen that. But that's very good. I mean, maybe. India, they're good. They're good. That's not a bad header. I'm not a fan of headering it out, but you know, when you don't know. Okay, I can tell that obviously it's either China like to do these long range shots, or India is so good at closing people down that they're forced to do these shots, because the only way to have opportunities to goal. So either way, the first one was good, that one was alright. Ooh, I could think that could be a handball. No. You have one player at wide, one player center, like I said they should have. That is not correct unless you know you can do those things. I mean, it did pop up good, but at the end of the day, he was not in the correct body. His body was not in the correct. I like India's hustle, you see. They don't allow him to have just a free shot on goal. The striker was way off balance there. That is inexperience there. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's played too many teams that will just let that go in, but that's just bad. Yeah, you should be upset with yourself. Sorry.
Amazing run by Chinese striker. बहुत ही अच्छी बॉल डिफेंस की बैक पे एंड यहां पे किसी को अच्छा करना चाहिए था बट
That's a very powerful goal. And the thing is with the Indian team, right? If you watch the way they attack, they do attack in numbers. And that's the problem sometimes. When you attack in numbers, the problem is as well, is when you don't have a lot of data on the other team, you're not sure of the way they attack and stuff. And if you watch the English game, the ball moves sometimes not with the team. So it'll go from here to here, and the team won't move, which means that when they lose the ball, they still have enough numbers back, right? That's what Pep said anyway, and you can see it. It's evident in the way they play it. But when India attack, which is a great, amazing way to attack, they attack in numbers. The problem with that is the counter attack. And what happens is when your players are all the way down that way and you're not pressing up the pitch correctly, there's going to be gaps in which the other team should attack. So when you're doing it, when you're attacking in numbers, your whole team needs to do it. You need to close up the spaces in the back and in the middle of the pitch in order for you to do that. So when they get the ball, there's not like a space that they can just always run into. If they do, it's out wide and nowhere near a goal. That's a good goal by China. I'm being highly critical because it's my job to. There's just too many gaps. Too many gaps between the players. Too many gaps. The gaps between the players were too big. Look at this. The defender should be goal side of the attacker really, because the Chinese guy just ran rings around him. But no. And that's the difference between playing good teams. And I'm not a big fan of huddles with players, to be honest with you, especially as a coach. People don't understand. When you make a plan, they will talk together. It's like, you know what, we're just gonna do our own thing, which is a bit worrying sometimes. See that powerful runs? That's great goalkeeping. People do that as a reaction. They try to try to score from there, but 95% of the time they just can't. So a cutback where the 3 players are waiting for the ball is a better option. Just calm down when you're in the box. Oh, was that out? Anyway, this is a powerful run. Like that. India just trying to force it a little bit too much. A little bit too. You need a little bit more composure, mate. On the. Oh my god. This is why you're losing, because you should be either 2-2. You should have at least scored 1 goal. Like seriously, that's inexcusable. You can't be playing at a top level and be doing this. Imagine going to Barcelona and seeing players do this in front of goal. No, you see that in Division 2. You see that in, you don't even see that in MLS. Normally people don't do that. So if coaches are looking at you, would you sign that player even though 15 times in previous games scored probably a lot of goals? It's just that it's not good. You need to be able to have composure. That's just bad. Put it that way. Sorry, should be finishing that. There you go again. That is not good. Sorry if you're Indian and you're watching this, but the build-up play was amazing. To be honest with you, it looked like he just prayed that it would get to his striker. Good ball though. It's a good ball. Look at this. He didn't look. And you know what? We're past the point in football where we can just hit the ball and hope. We don't want to do that, because even if he didn't hit the ball and hope, there's lots of options. There's the other winger down the end. There's the ball in behind the left back there. I mean, come on guys, let's think about it like we're serious here about wanting to win football games. You know, I'm looking at this as like I'm coach of this team, and this is just terrible. There's even the little sneaky one where he brings the ball forward and there's a guy running into the middle where there's no defender there. So literally it was a good ball in the middle, but you know, hit and hoping is not good, and the striker is just terrible. Chinese team can shoot. I like the effort of trying to get the ball off him. Did the goalkeeper get a touch of the ball? I think he might. India trying to press, like I said they should. They win the ball, that's good. What is he going to do? That's a great pass. See? That is beautiful. One touch passing into space. No. That is why I tell everybody, right? I'm telling you, when you go to training, when your kids go to training and they play as a team, then they have like training sessions to shoot. But the point is that yes, you'll never get an opportunity in the game to actually shoot from a standing spot where no one's attacking you, but you've got to have the technique. You've got to know that if the ball is in front of you, you can definitely put it away. If you look at Messi, he does that. He's got this like finesse curl that he does. And he knows if it's in there, I'm gonna put it in this position. It doesn't always go in, but it's better than that. And I know that's messy, but a lot of players, they do it on reuse in a particular part of the net. You just can't hit the goalkeeper like that. At that pace, that's ridiculous. You get one chance. You should be putting pace in that ball, putting it into a corner, and making the goalkeeper work. But the third option is okay. So the third option is hit on target, which he did. These are the things that lose you the game, will draw you the game. Look at this. Nice build-up play. It bubbles up as well, which is good for you because you can generate more power that way. If you look here, right, what is the defender doing at the far left? He's in a position that there's no one near him, and he's in no man's land, which is basically a player out that's not going to help your team in any situation. So he needs to come in a bit or go into the gap a little bit. Sorry guys, you know, if you want to watch a fan reaction, you just have to go to fan reaction or watch it. But as a coach, I just can't stand some things that I see.
See that number 8, he's so short and he
Nothing's wrong. They're just arguing with each other, that's okay. Just handbags, which is like nothing. Tensions are high, you want a bit of spirit, you want to win. This is okay. I think that's it, guys. So what do I think about that? I thought that the Indian team played exactly how they played against the other teams, but except this day, they were up against someone who was their equal and maybe superior in strength, maybe speed, power. But I think the Indian team seemed beautiful in attacking football. I think the Indian team were a little bit better going forward than the Chinese team. As a unit, played beautiful football. I thought the Chinese team was definitely working at understanding where to be to hurt the Indian team, and very strong in defense, and had players that were possibly ready adult football. I thought the Chinese team were very strong, and I was impressed with the power and the shots, and I didn't see much skill from the Chinese team. You know, you can always learn that, and you should always do if anyone's watching this. What can I say? I think that the Indian team needs to understand that whoever's playing up front, you need to put those goals away. You need to put those goals away because they are important. Without goals, you can't ever progress unless you win penalty shootouts, and that's not good enough. I'm sorry, but it isn't. And yeah, little Barcelona type plays there I like. Hey guys, please subscribe to my channel if you like this and you want to see more under 16s and more messy training sessions and more and more from the qualified football coach. Because, you know, if you want to see fan cams and fan channels, there's a lot of them, but there's not many coaching channels. So there you go. Have a nice day, guys. Take care. Boom.